Here we will discuss a trick by which we can find the hybridization as well as the geometry with the help of a formula. Suppose if hydrogen is not present in a molecule, then how we can find the hybridization? It can be done by using this formula. We will find the atomic orbitals, those are going in hybridization. First of all, we will add the valence shell electron, all the electron, plus minus will be the charge, if there is any charge present, divided by 8. Why we are dividing by 8? Because other than hydrogen, every element want to attain the octet. Here I am taking very good example, XeF6. We will find the orbital, that is 8 in the valence shell of Xe, 7 in the valence shell of fluorine, so 7 multiplied by 2 divided by 8. It will come 22 divided by 8. First of all, we will divide it completely. So 8 2s are 16. Remainder will be 6. Remainder is always divided by 2 because it will denote the lone pair, and a pair of electrons have 2 electrons. So it will come 3. That means first division suggests there will be 2 bond pair, and the remainder division suggests there will be 3 lone pair. So we need total 5 positions, and we will count the 5 orbital from S to D. We will find. So the hybridization will come S, P3 and 1D. Total 5 orbital becomes. It will be sp3d. And the geometry we will select is trigonal bipyramidal, and in trigonal bipyramidal, as axial position are feeling repulsion, that's why we will always put the bond pair or the element, and on equatorial positions we will put the lone pairs. One another example we can take XeF4. 8 in the valence shell of Xe, 8 electron, 7 in fluorine, so it will come 36 divided by 8. 8 4s are 32, that means 4 bond pair are there. 4 is the remainder. When it will divided by 2, it will come 2. 2 lone pairs are present. Total 6 position will require. 6 orbital will take part in bonding. And when we will count the 6, 1 is S, 3P and 2 are in D. So sp3d2 will be the hybridization. For the 6th position, we always select octahedral geometry. Equally we will distribute. There is no repulsion on axial position in octahedral because it is symmetrical, as all the bond angle are of 90 degree. Now lone pair we will put on axial position, and the fluorine will be in equatorial position. So the geometry will be square, the shape will be square planar. In XeF6, 8 plus 7 into 6 divided by 8, it will come 7 orbital, 6 bond pair and 1 lone pair. According to the 7 positions, 7 orbital will take part. So the hybridization will be sp3d3, 7 orbital are there. As per the 7 position, the geometry should be pentagonal bipyramidal, but according to X-ray, it is suggested that it is not pentagonal bipyramidal, it is distorted octahedral. Distorted octahedral mein, we will plot the octahedral geometry first, and we will put the lone pair anywhere. Now in IF7, if you will see, 7 electron in the valence shell of iodine, fluorine is also having 7, so it becomes 56 divided by 8. 7 bond pair will present, there is no lone pair. 7 orbitals you can calculate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So sp3d3, pentagonal bipyramidal will be the geometry. In XeO4, Xe having 8, oxygen having 6, divided by 8 it will come 4 orbital. 4 means 4 orbital will take part. So it will be S and 3p are there. So sp3. Tetrahedral will be the geometry. The same we can observe in XeO3 also. Orbital, if you will calculate, 8 in Xe, 6 electron in oxygen. So it will come 26 by 8. 8 3s are 24. These are 3 bond pair. Remainder 2 is divided by 2. So remainder is, we will get 1. 1 lone pair is there. Total 4 positions, 4 orbitals will take part. sp3 will be the hybridization. And geometry will be just like ammonia. 3 oxygen will be double bonded and 1 will be the lone pair. This is pyramidal geometry. In BRF5, if you will see, Br is having 7. BRF5 or CLF5 is one and the same thing. So 7 plus 7 into 5, 42 divided by 8. 8 5s are 40 and 2 divided by 1. So it will come 6. 5 bond pair and 3 lone pair. 1 lone pair. So sp3d2 will be the hybridization. And for the 6, here we can, the geometry will be like this. It will be a square pyramidal. The same you can see in XeOF2. Xe having 8, oxygen having 6, 7 into 2, it will come 3 bond pair and 2 lone pair. So it will come sp3d and the geometry will be T-shaped, as 2 lone pair will come on equatorial position and fluorine on axial position, and 1 oxygen is also in equatorial position. In XeOF4, if you will see, it will be 6 orbital will take part. sp3d2 will be the hybridization. Geometry will be square pyramidal like BRF5. 4 fluorine on equatorial position, 1 oxygen at axial position, and 1 is at another axial position, lone pair. So it will be square pyramidal. For the I3 minus, what you can do, 7 3s are 21 electron of iodine. Minus 1 charge suggests us that it have 1 extra electron. So total become 22 by 8. 8 2s are 16 and 6 divided by 2 are 3 bond pair. sp3d2 will be the hybridization. Lone pair will come on equatorial position and the I will come in the axial. So the linear will be the shape. If hydrogen is present somewhere, we will add the valential electron. We will plus minus the charge divided by 2, because hydrogen always attain the duplet. So for CH4, 4 electron of carbon, 4 of hydrogen, the total will come 4 orbital. So hybridization will be sp3. sp3 will come. The same you can see in ammonia and water. The hybridization will be sp3. But here, this formula is not suggesting the lone pair. So we must remember that ammonia have 1 lone pair. Ammonia have 1 lone pair. And water have 2 lone pair. Water have 2 lone pair. And the bond angles are also different.